see in Ratchet Jeopardy is death versus kill. First hand I see. You got it first. You'll have it next.
Some soldiers, they're afraid of killing other people instead of dying. So like in World War I, you see that.
In
World War II.
In World War II, okay, which group is this? This is Tony's group. In World War II, the United States military actually did do a study because the soldiers were shooting far more bullets than in fact they were gaining kills. What was it that they found again?
That the soldiers, they were more afraid of killing other people than dying.
Soldiers were actually more afraid of killing other people than actually being killed by others. What was the class view on this? Was the class more afraid of killing other people or being killed?
We were half-half, but I think we were more afraid of dying.
I think we were. Yeah, this class was more interested in killing people than in fact the United States military was in World War II. Go ahead, click it, and then touch the house. Pick me a category. Anything that's gold. Anybody in the group?
Better than nukes and terrorism.
Nukes.
For how much?
For 2.
Nukes for 2. Nukes for 2. First hand I see. Preemptive strike. Go ahead, Toby.
This is the strategic belief that by striking your enemy first with your nukes, you're more likely to cause more damage than they could possibly do in return.
Preemptive strike basically says that you're going to fire your nukes first and you will do so much damage that in fact it will be worth it that you fired first. They're not going to be able to overcome that. Anything else you want to add? You don't have to. Grace is shaking her head. I think that means no. Anybody else want in? Go ahead, Cameron.
I think it was used by mostly the Bush administration.
It was used by the Bush administration. Was it used by the Bush administration?
It wasn't used in the nuclear sense. It was used.
Does he get points for that?
Yeah.
Does he get points for that?
I can clarify.
Chris says -2.
I can clarify.
Go ahead, Pete.
They threatened preemptive strike.
Yeah. With nukes?
Yes. Or well, yeah.
-2.
Was it?
Usually a bad sign. Why are you looking at the guy from Britain? I don't understand. Go ahead, click it, touch the house. Tony's group, y'all gave me the last correct answer. No, you didn't, did you? The Rogue Alliance did. Pick me a category, y'all. Oh, stop it, Grace. You did well the first time. Just pick a category.
Terrorism for 2 points.
Terrorism for 2. Terrorism for 2. First hand I see. Cosmopolitan theory. You got it first. I think you got it second. Go ahead.
That you can help deal with terrorism by feeding the hand that bites you,
That's a more specific thing. But what are the 3 basic parts of the Constitution?
That it's non-state actors that you don't fight with the military. It's non-state actors, so it does not require a state response from the military.
4, 3. Anybody in the group? 2. Hurry up. 1. What was it for 2?
Yeah.
-2. Go ahead. You have it next. I think Pete's got it third. Go ahead.
It's
3 parts.
It says that they should solve terrorism internationally.
Okay.
Can he add?
Yeah. Your group has it.
So as a long-term strategy involves addressing to the root of cause of terrorism, which are usually identified as poverty, inequality in this country.
Okay, but I'm looking for the 3 parts of it. I'm not looking for the root causes yet. But from the outline, there were 3 things that cosmopolitans believed.
Doesn't have being multicultural.
Y'all buying that?
No, is
-2.
Should we answer?
No.
Pete, go ahead. You've got a blank floor right now. There are 3 pieces, and Thomas, you can jump in. 5, 4.
Identifies
3.
It identifies it as poverty, inequality, and discontent.
I think Tony's already said that. -2, -4 now. Who's got it next, Ollie? It's who? Rogue Alliance.
I'm thinking of it.
He's from Britain. He'll recognize a dictator when he sees it. Go ahead.
Okay.
That's you first.
Okay, so the 3 things are terrorism is a crime.
Terrorism terrorism is actually considered as a crime, the Rogue Alliance says. Cosmopolitans would say that you are not supposed to use the military, but in fact, this is a criminal kind of a thing. And since it's criminal, where do you go to get justice?
So you go to the international court. I mean, you
5.
You let the international.
Zoom in on this, Geneva. Walk close to them. 4.
You let the international arena deal with it, and they can apply international response to it.
International response. There's
I mean,
something a little bit more
No,
specific.
international law. You apply
International law, yeah, 1, 2. Cosmopolitans are actually going to believe, just like we said, that this is not a military solution, but in fact you need to treat this as a criminal action. It's a crime, not an act of war. So that means that you need to apply international law and...
And the third part is that they believe the root causes of terrorism, as mentioned before, is inequality, poverty, and discontent.
Everybody keeps wanting to say that. Mine is 2. I just points away every single time. Do y'all want in on this? The third part? It was a crime. You use international law, and it actually requires, I'm trying to give you points, you didn't say anything. It's actually going to require an international response, international enforcement, these kinds of things. Why didn't you stop, Toby? Rogue Alliance, go ahead, click it, pick me a cat, and touch the house. Pick me a category. Y'all are in the lead, but it's really bad.
What was the third one? International?
Third one, international law and international response. International response. Go ahead. Gotta pick one. Gotta go.
War and human nature for 2.
War and human nature for 2. First hand I see.
Dictionary.
Oh, it's a Pictionary. My bad. Okay, so one of y'all got to draw.
First hand I see.
Need somebody to come up and draw.
Okay, I'll do it.
And this is war and human nature?
Yes.
No.
Okay, there's a marker over here. Could you hit the light switch, please? Okay, we're going to start you 1 minute on the 8. That's what I need you to draw. Got it? Got it. Go ahead. If marker's over here. Yeah. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Right over there. We'll start you 1 minute on the 10.
Wait,
They're the only ones that are guessing right now, but first hand I see will get it if they don't. Okay? So 1 minute starting on the 10, 5 seconds in. Toby's drawing. War and Human Nature chapter. So this is something from War and Human Nature. Oh my.
Just let you know we already got our hands up.
Gerbils and wolves.
It is gerbils. What in the hell? What in the hell? A flying shark, M says. Oh my God. That was for 2, right? For the Rogue Alliance.
Wait, just to make sure, you said to have that hands up, right?
Oh no.
Yeah, but we have to.
They have control. Y'all would have had it next. Explain the gerbils and the wolves. The first hand I see will get it after they're done.
So
You got it, Pete. 5,
The gerbils and
4,
wolves theory says that
3.
gerbils are small and cute and fluffy, and they don't have the ability to kill, and that's how humans are.
Gerbils!
And
Gerbils are small, gerbils are cute, gerbils are fluffy, but maybe most importantly, gerbils do not have the ability to kill. And I know they can eat their young, and some of them have venom. I've put it in the reading quiz. But it's the idea that as a general rule, we're not scared of gerbils. Tell me more. Go ahead.
Okay, the wolves are more strong, they have sharp teeth, and then they have the power to be aggressive to one another, and they have the power to kill. I mean, they have like the power to kill
with their fangs
with
and teeth.
with their using their offensive thing they have. Like
They're offensive things.
I mean,
I like the sound of this.
Such a
Yeah,
big
the wolves actually are going to, the big difference is that the wolves are more powerful, the wolves are more fierce. The wolves ultimately have attributes that physically allow them to kill. That's really what we're talking about here. So gerbils, and again, I know they eat their young and some of these other things, but gerbils are not threatening like wolves are. So here's the question. Is mankind, womankind, humankind more gerbil or is it more wolf? Go ahead, you got it.
more gerbil.
Why do you say that?
Based on the books.
Why do you say that?
Just they give us the example of 2 naked people, like.
Chris!
And
Chris and the naked man. Go ahead. I got to get points for that just because. I wasn't sure if we were going to get to say that again. Go
They
ahead.
had they have nothing on them to kill each other, and then when they lock in the same room, they they know the other side. Like each one of them don't have the ability to kill one another unless they want to. You know, so like we much more of the gerbil side.
I think the chapter would argue gerbil. Anything else you want to tell me? 4, 3, 2, 1. Anybody else want in on this? Go ahead, Nolan.
I mean, maybe the gerbils are like as reference. They don't have the tools or like weapons like we have. The wolves have like the tools to kill, and I guess like I don't know. United States has like a lot of weapons. Gerbils have no like tools to really kill. I don't know. Like,
So if the United States has weapons, are the people in the United States gerbils? 5, 4. Somebody in the group needs to jump in on this. 3. Come on, Pedro, help him out. 2, 1. What's that? Explain.
Because we have the weapons, which is like the fangs that the wolves have, so we're more likely to be like vicious and attack.
Some people would actually argue, and yeah, I'm gonna change this to the Russian group. You think about this. Some folks would actually argue that weapons make mankind, womankind, humankind more like wolves because now they have more of the ability and they're a little bit braver about killing than they would be if they were just naked in a room with another naked man. Anything else you want to tell me? 3, 2, 1. Anybody else? 3, 2. Y'all are already out. Go ahead, Talita.
It's not it's not an instinct, but it's more state directed toward the enemy. So that's why like we're more like gerbils.
Say again.
It's not like instinctively, but state directed.
We stay directed.
Yeah.
What does that mean? 3.
It's not like we're not aggressive, like we're violent.
That sounds like a different question now. Are you buying this, Ollie? -2, Ollie says. -2, Ollie says. Last one, quick. If you really want this.
Wolves hunt in packs, and gerbils are just more like alone in a cage.
Yeah.
Just defenseless. I mean, I guess like a wolf acts together. They act together in packs.
Yeah.
Also, because we're a lot like our intellect is a lot stronger than wolves, so we'll be able to make weapons that intense kill other people. So that's why we're somewhat of a wolf.
So wolves are smart too.
Yeah, wolves are smart because they know.
I don't remember talking about the smart wolves. -6 now. You sure you want to end on this? My tone is saying I want to move on.
I know. I just want to try. I don't care about the points. Okay. I'm thinking.
Nobody's ever said that in a review session. Go ahead.
I just want to know if it's right. Okay. Humans are like
It's only
gerbils
only
that want
one
to
or six
act like
now.
wolves.
That actually, I'll totally buy. Somebody in one of the classes that I taught 10 years ago said it's like mankind are gerbils that want to be like wolves, and the weapons will make them more like the wolves. I'll buy that. If you'll hit the light switch, if you'll click the screen, if y'all will pick me a